Good morning, my name is Denise Stein and I own Addie's Jams from Calendar Farms right here in San Diego, California. Being a Northwest girl from Portland, Oregon, I grew up picking strawberries by the Portland International Airport with my grandmother Mary. We would make freezer jam. Every day I get asked the one question, what is freezer jam? Freezer jam is the process. It takes your fresh berries, you add sugar, honey, sweeteners, however you'd like to sweeten it. You add pectin, and instead of cooking the jam, it is placed in a freezer to preserve versus a water bath. And so what I'm going to go over today is how to make a basic freezer jam. Now, how we get this started is, of course, with fresh berries. You can use any type of fruit that you would like to make a freezer jam. And so what I start off with is luscious, gorgeous, fresh berries. In Carlsbad right now we have our strawberry fields as they start coming into ripen season. It is the best and freshest jam there is. One of the easiest ways to clean strawberries is using a simple potato peeler, cutting right into the center, twist and turn. We take the berries after they've been washed, of course, and rinsed, slice, and then we put them in the food processor and chop. What we're going for is approximately 2 cups of chopped strawberries. This is a really good mixture of size. Once we get our strawberries chopped, and I use a food processor just because I find I get a better consistency with the berries, what we end up with is this. And what we're going to do is we're going to add sugar to it. This is our mixture that has a combination of fresh chopped strawberries. I use cane sugar, and you have to have the right percentages in your recipe so that your jams will set. After your strawberries have had the opportunity to really marinate well in that sugar, we have to make our pectin. Now, the next step after our strawberries and our sugar have marinated for a minimum of 10 minutes, take the plastic off, and I'm going to come over to my stovetop, and this is the only cooking you're going to have to do. It is 3/4 cup filtered water and 5 tablespoons of pectin. Now keep in mind pectin comes in a multiple range where it's no sugar pectin, which you'll usually find in a pink box. You have organic pectins, and this is a commercial pectin that I use. It is 5 tablespoons of pectin to 3/4 cup water. So, set your timer, 1 minute. It'll get a nice boil on it and really mix that pectin with the water so you get a very good syrup to add into your strawberry mixture to set your jam. This is what it needs to be doing for 1 solid minute. Right, the timer has gone off, and it is now time to get this into our jam mixture. One thing you do need to be aware of is your Dutch ovens are a little bit heavier. So while you're making your jam, it's a great opportunity to get a nice arm workout. Our pectin's been added, and we have about 10 minutes it takes to incorporate this into the strawberry mixture. If you've got some berries in your mixture that are still a little bigger than what you would like, give them a good little smush with your spatula, or as I said, an immersion blender works really well because then it doesn't break down all the strawberries, so you have some chunk, but at the exact same time you still have a good mixture and everything's not a strawberry on a toast. It is strawberry jam on a toast. And I was to just kind of give it a couple good shakes. I can build out just any last minute chunks, but still leave it still a little bit chunky. And boom, I'm set to go. One of the easiest ways for me is I love my old-fashioned Tupperware plastic container because it's got squeezability and it's really light. this gets really heavy. So I always recommend use something that's light and easy for you to pour, because you want to make as little mess as possible, because anything you spill over the jar, you're going to miss out getting to eat. And that's one of the best parts. So we're going to take and we're going to pour this into our liquid measure. Scrape those sides really, really good. And this recipe makes approximately 4.5 cups. So you get a good yield of your jam. We're going to come and we're going to pour it into our jam jars. You always need to leave enough room on the top so that it can set and expand. Very, very, very important. Height on it. You have to fill it so that there's not going to be air, because that'll allow it to get freezer burn and not to set as well. But when it comes to your jam, you want it to have just the right amount in each one of your jars. Very important that we always want to make sure we keep our rims as clean as possible so that we get a nice seal with our, and you do your very best to make sure none of it touches your product, but you want a really, really nice seal and a clean line. Make sure your jar is not too full. Make sure your lid is securely fastened. This is a standard recipe as to how to make your basic berry freezer jam. For any questions and to learn more about how I do my jams, how I sell my jams, and where my jams are located, please go to my website. It's addiesjams.com, and I am part of the Callender Farms family out of Prineville, Oregon. I love making jam. This is what I do. I'm a grandmother, I'm a mother, and I'm a friend. And this is my passion. I hope that you all continue to enjoy some of my helpful tips, and don't hesitate to reach out to me for any questions you may have. I also give classes and I do private home canning. So if you need somebody to come to your home, help you do the canning and put up your own berries and your own fruit and your own vegetables, please give me a call, because I would love to work with you and help you do that. Thank you all, and I wish everybody a great day and a great week ahead, and go enjoy those strawberries.